Hello YouTube, thanks for stopping by. As promised, here is another basics video, focusing today on all the basics about eye makeup. I'll be teaching you a very simple neutral eye to define some of the makeup terms you might hear me using a lot. To start, I already have my face primed and foundationed. I don't know if that's a verb, but I'm making it one. So it's foundationed. If you have any questions about my face process, be sure to check out my face basics video on my YouTube channel. So the first step to eyes is to work around the eye to get the area primed for color. This usually starts with your under eye concealer. The area under your eyes often has some discoloration, usually it's purple. You want to get a thick concealer to cover that area up to give the illusion of an awake, young face. Usually concealers have some yellow tint to them. The yellow combined with the purple under your eyes will neutralize the discoloration to be your actual skin tone. So for people with very purple eyes, try buying a yellow tinted cream makeup to block out the discoloration, and that will be even more effective than the thicker kind of tannish yellow products you can buy on the counter. Also, many people struggle with baggy under eye areas from lack of sleep, dehydration, or just age. There are a lot of products out in the world that can combat these areas by reducing puffiness. I find they are particularly helpful after a long night out in the club. You'll find that they're an instant de-puffing serum. So now I'm going to apply my under eye concealer. You can see how it instantly brightens my eyes. This will lead us to our next step, which is the eyeshadow primer. Eyeshadow primer is essential, and I use it every day. It helps hold eyeshadow colors in place and stops oils on your eyelids from making that crease in your eyeshadow that you'll see at the end of the day. It holds the colors where you put them originally in the morning and will last pretty much until you take it off. It's particularly helpful with less high quality eyeshadows because the primer keeps the pigment brighter and stay longer on your eye. Pretty great, huh? So I have 3 examples here. I have 2 Urban Decay brands, which are my particular favorite. They work the best. Sin is at the top. It's a nice champagne shade that's shimmery, and so it would complement a shimmery eye. And then Eden is the second one, which is a matte cream color that matches my skin and makes a nice light canvas underneath any eye shade. Then finally, I have the NYX Proof It, which is the less expensive eye primer option. This comes in a clearish shade, so I'll use it wet directly under an eyeshadow to get the powder to really stick to my eyelid. I'm going to apply Eden to my eye, and you can see how it instantly evens out the color of my eyelid. These primers last forever. You can see how little I have to use on each eye to cover the entire eyelid. These little Urban Decay guys last me forever. So it's a really good option to purchase. So there are several areas around your eye where you might be adding color. There's your eyelid, your crease, your brow bone and your tear duct, your outer V, and your lower lash line or lower waterline. For a very basic start to makeup, I suggest purchasing the Naked palette. There's a really great range of colors, all in neutral shades that look good on pretty much everyone. So for a beginner, I really suggest purchasing the Naked palette, and it will last you years to come. I'm going to start the eyeshadows with the signature shade Naked and sweep it over my lid with a fluffy brush, only avoiding my brow bone. This is my base shade or transition shade. I'm creating a powder base color for all the other colors to blend into. Then I'm taking the color Buck, and with a more exact, smaller brush, I'm applying the color into my crease. You always want to place the brush where you want the darkest color to be, because the brush has the most product on it the first time you put it on your skin. So always place the brush in the outside of the crease on the outer side and brush it into the rest of the crease like a windshield washer back and forth. The basic aim of eye makeup is to make your eyes stand out or pop. To do that, we make the shadows and deep ridges darker and the highlights, or parts of your eye that stick out, lighter. Hence, your crease should be dark and your lid and brow bone should be light. There's obviously variations to this depending on what kind of look you're going for, but for the most part, this is a great basic set of rules to follow. Next, we're taking the color Sin, which is a high shimmer color, and applying it just to the lid. You're going to pack this on and layer it until you get the contrast you're looking for. Then I'm going to be adding an even darker shade called Dark Horse to my outer V for more dimension, or that means more contrast in color. Your outer V is in the shape of a greater than or less than sign in math class. I don't know if you remember those problems, but take an exact brush and slowly add the color in this sideways V. This color should ultimately darken the outside of your eye along with your eyelashes, so it makes the eye appear larger. Then, as I do in all my eye tutorials, I take a clean brush and blend out all the shadows to get rid of any harsh edges. Then take that Dark Horse color again and on a liner brush, sweep it under your lower lash line to give a smoky under eye effect. Now it's time for highlights. Take the color Virgin and apply it to your brow bone and your inner tear duct. This effect, like the under eye concealer, gives the impression of a bright, awake eye. And that's it for shadows. Now we're on to eyeliner. I love this Lancome eyeliner. It's lasted me a really long time. It's waterproof and it doesn't smudge. Take this eyeliner, or any eyeliner you choose, and line your upper lash line and your lower waterline. The waterline is the space between your lower lashes and your eyeball, that little tiny ridge. If you get an uneven or a harsh eyeline the first time you try, take a Q-tip or a brush and blend out the eyeliner to smooth out any bumps or uneven drawing. And now it's mascara time. I have a lot to say about mascara because, like eye primers, I think it's worth it to invest in a really good mascara. Mascara has the biggest impact on your eye look, and while you do go through mascara quickly, I find there really is a difference between a cheapo mascara and a really good quality one. For beginners, I suggest getting Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. It's amazing, lengthening, and volumizing for your lashes, and it's pretty foolproof. You put it on and it will do the trick. My favorite over-the-counter brand is this L'Oreal Collagen Infused mascara, and here are some others I really like. The trick is to layer, layer, layer. It kind of doesn't matter if you can't buy the expensive brand, if you're willing to really take the time to keep building up the mascara. Apply your first coat and then go back 2, 3, 4 times before your completion. I like to really stick the mascara brush deep into the bottom roots of my lashes and then pull up. This creates a thick mascara base at the roots of my eyelashes and pulls up the product to lengthen the ends of my lashes. And don't forget the lower lashes for a full fluttery eye. If you find you made a mistake with mascara and got it on your eyelid, just use a brush or a Q-tip and blend it out while it's still wet. I do this all the time and it usually is not that big of a mistake. You don't have to start all over. And that's it, guys. That's Eye Basics with Wendy. I hope you enjoyed. Please feel free to list any of your favorite eye tips in the comments below for my followers to read and for me to hear about. I'd love new tips and new pointers. And be sure to subscribe and check out my Instagram at Wendelin128. Thanks so much for watching.